Hello students, good afternoon. Today we will study various concepts in this topic, that is accounting for consignment. We have studied the meaning of consignment, journal entries in case of consignment transactions, as well as difference between consignment and sale, ordinary commission and deal credit commission, etc. But today we will discuss the concept of commission in consignment in detail. Basically, commission is the remuneration paid to the consignee for selling the goods of the consignor. Okay, this is the short meaning. Actually, commission is of three types, that is ordinary commission, deal credit commission and overriding commission. But mainly there are classification of ordinary commission. Classification is ordinary commission and special commission. In special commission there is deal credit commission and overriding commission. These are special commissions given by the consignor to consignee. Ordinary commission is simply denotes ordinary commission. It is based on fixed percentage of the gross sales proceeds. This commission is calculated on gross sales. It is given by the consignor to the consignee on the sales made by him, and this type of commission does not give any protection to the consignor from bad debts, and it is provided on total sales. Okay, ऑर्डिनरी कमिशन ही ऑर्डिनरी आहे, फिक्स पर्सेंटेजनी ग्रॉस सेल्सवर दिली जाते, म्हणजे टोटल सेल्सवर दिली जाते, आणि याच्यामध्ये कन्सायनरला बॅड डेट्सपासून प्रोटेक्शन वगैरे काहीही मिळत नाही, कारण बॅड डेट्स कन्सायनी सहन करत नाही. ओके, देन ॲज आय हॅव डिस्कस्ड अर्लियर, देर आर स्पेशल कमिशन्स, that is other two types of commissions, deal credit commission and overriding commission. Meaning and calculation of overriding commission. Overriding commission is an extra commission allowed over and above the normal commission. नॉर्मल कमिशन म्हणजे जे ऑर्डिनरी कमिशन आहे त्याच्या व्यतिरिक्त ओव्हर अँड अबव ओव्हररायडिंग कमिशन दिली जाते. It is an extra commission allowed by the consignor to the consignee to promote sales at higher price than specified, or to encourage the consignee to put hard work in introducing new product in the market. So वेगळं काहीतरी करण्यासाठी कन्सायनीला इन्सेंटिव्ह म्हणून ओव्हररायडिंग कमिशन दिली जाते. सो इट इज एक्स्ट्रा कमिशन गिवन बाय द कन्सायनर टू द consignee. Okay, so for earning this commission, the agent can put his hard work in introducing new product in the market, or maybe he can sell the goods at higher price than specified, etc. Similarly, when the consignee is entrusted with the work of supervising the performance of other agents in a specific area, अशा वेळेला सुद्धा त्याला ओव्हररायडिंग कमिशन दिलं जातं. म्हणजे नवीन प्रोडक्ट इंट्रोड्यूस करण्यासाठी मार्केटमध्ये हार्डवर्क करायला लागणार असेल तर सेल्स कन्सायनरनी सांगितलेल्या प्राईसपेक्षा जास्त किमतीला गुड्स विकून दिले असतील तर, किंवा देणार असतील तर, किंवा एका पर्टिक्युलर एरियामधल्या, उदाहरणार्थ कोकण रिजनमधल्या वेगवेगळ्या एजंट्सवर सुपरवाईज करून त्यांचा परफॉर्मन्स चांगला ठेवण्यासाठी कष्ट करायला लागत असतील तर अशा प्रकारे ओव्हररायडिंग कमिशन दिलं जातं. ओके, ओव्हररायडिंग कमिशन ॲग्रीमेंट ज्याप्रमाणे असेल त्याप्रमाणे कॅल्क्युलेट होतं. इट इज कॅल्क्युलेटेड ऑन टोटल सेल्स or on the difference between actual sales and sales at invoice price. म्हणजे टोटल सेलवर पण काही वेळेला ॲग्रीमेंट असेल त्याप्रमाणे कमिशन कॅल्क्युलेट होतं, काही वेळेला टोटल सेल्सवर कॅल्क्युलेट होतं, काही वेळेला ॲक्च्युअल सेल्स आणि स्पेसिफाईड प्राईस म्हणजे इनव्हॉइस प्राईस किंवा एखादी स्पेसिफाईड प्राईस दिलेली असेल तर त्या प्राईसला झालेला सेल यातल्या डिफरन्सवर पण ओव्हररायडिंग कमिशन दिलं जातं. In order to encourage the consignee to earn higher margins, it can also be in the form of share of additional profits made by the consignee on sale of goods. Okay. In the absence of any agreement, overriding commission should be allowed on the difference between actual total sales and sales at specified selling price. And ordinary commission should be allowed on total sales at specified sales price. म्हणजे ऑर्डिनरी कमिशन हे नेहमी टोटल सेल्सवर कॅल्क्युलेट केलं जातं आणि ओव्हररायडिंग कमिशन हे टोटल सेल्स आणि सेल्स ॲट स्पेसिफाईड प्राईस याच्यामधल्या डिफरन्सवर कॅल्क्युलेट केलं जातं. अदरवाईज ॲग्रीमेंटमध्ये सांगितल्याप्रमाणे केलं जातं. नाव द मीनिंग अँड कॅल्क्युलेशन ऑफ डेल क्रेडिट कमिशन. This commission is offered to increase the sales and to encourage the consignee to make credit sales. आपल्याला माहिती आहे की आता क्रेडिट सेल्स फार मोठ्या प्रमाणावर केला जातो, त्यामुळे कन्सायनीला म्हणजे एजंटला सेल वाढवण्यासाठी, मग तो क्रेडिट सेल असेल तरी एनकरेज करण्यासाठी डेल क्रेडिट कमिशन दिलं जातं. To increase the sale and to increase the credit sales, when the consignor provides additional commission to the consignee, it is generally known as Dale credit commission. This additional commission, when given to the consignee, gives a protection to the consignor against bad debts. Means, when the consignor provides Dale credit commission to the consignee, bad debts occurred from the credit sales, म्हणजे जर बॅड डेट्स झाली क्रेडिट सेलमधून तर इट इज रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी ऑफ द कन्सायनी अँड सो धिस बॅड डेट्स इज नो मोर द लॉस ऑफ द कन्सायनर. हे लक्षात ठेवा. म्हणजे बॅड डेट्स बेअर करण्यासाठी त्यांनी क्रेडिट सेल केला तर त्याच्यातून जे बॅड डेट्स निर्माण होतील ते बेअर करण्याची रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी कन्सायनरची राहील. या अटीवर डेल क्रेडिट कमिशन दिलेलं असतं. ओके. सो डेल क्रेडिट कमिशन इज ॲडिशनल कमिशन पेड बाय द कन्सायनर टू द कन्सायनी फॉर बेअरिंग द लॉस ऑन अकाउंट ऑफ बॅड डेट्स. सो गिविंग डेल क्रेडिट कमिशन when there is credit sales, giving Dale credit commission is safe for the consignor. It is just like insurance premium to cover the risk of bad debts. So if consignee gets Dale credit commission, consignee will bear the risk of bad debts, and if consignee does not get Dale credit commission, consignor will bear the risk of bad debts. Is it clear? Now this Dale credit commission may be allowed on credit sales or total sales as per agreement. In case there is no agreement, the consignor allows such commission on total sales and not on credit sales. So there are three types of commissions. Totally ordinary commission, which is usual commission paid to the agent. Second is overriding commission. This commission is paid so that the agent can put hard work in introducing new products or selling the goods at a higher price, etc. And third is Dale credit commission. It is provided to the consignee to bear the loss of bad debts occur from the credit sales. Okay. So now let's solve first problem of calculation of commission. One example just. See this problem. Mr. X sent 250 units, means 250 articles costing rupees 10,000 each to Mr. Y. The goods were to be sold so as to yield a gross profit of 20% on sales. Mr. Y sold 150 units at rupees 14,200 per unit on credit and 75 units at rupees 14,000 for cash. Calculate the commission due to Y in each of the following alternative cases. Case 1. Mr. Y was entitled to a commission of rupees 500 per unit. Case B. Mr. Y entitled to an ordinary commission at 5% and DEL credit commission at 2%. Case C. Mr. Y was entitled to an ordinary commission of 5%, DEL credit commission of 2% on sales, and an overriding commission of 25% of any surplus realized. Case D. Mr. Y was entitled to an ordinary commission of 5% on total sales, DEL credit commission of 2% on credit sales, and overriding commission of 25% of any surplus realized. And last, Mr. Y was entitled to a commission of rupees 500 per unit sold plus 25% of any surplus price realized. Okay, so in each case we have to calculate the total commission of the consignee, that is of Mr. Y. So let's solve this problem now. So case A. In case A, they told us that Mr. Y was entitled to a commission of rupees 500 per unit. Means 500 per unit of सेल. जेवढे गुड्स वायाने सेल केलेले असतील, जेवढे आर्टिकल्स, त्या आर्टिकल्सवर पर युनिट 500 प्रमाणे कमिशन मिळेल. सिंपल केस. आता इथे काय सांगितले बघा, मिस्टर एक्स सेंड 250 युनिट्स कॉस्टिंग रुपीज 10,000 ईच टू मिस्टर वाय. जरी यांनी 250 युनिट्स पाठवलेले असले तरी पुढे असं सांगितलं आहे, मिस्टर वाय सोल्ड 150 युनिट्स ऑन क्रेडिट अँड 75 युनिट्स ऑन कॅश. म्हणजे त्यांनी टोटल 150 प्लस 75 दॅट इज 225 युनिट्स एवढे सेल केलेत. त्यामुळे ही विल गेट कमिशन ऑन 225 युनिट्स. ओके, सो हियर आय विल राईट 150 युनिट्स credit sales, add 75 units cash sales. This is for your understanding. Total 255 units total sale. Therefore commission is equal to commission is equal to 225 units into rupees 500 per unit. Okay, so 225 into 500, it is 1,12,500 rupees. So in first case he will get commission of rupees 1,12,500. Understood? Now case second, म्हणजे case B. Mr. Y entitled to an ordinary commission of 5% and DEL credit commission of 2%. Ordinary commission 5% plus DEL credit commission 2%. This is the condition. Okay, now for calculating commission, first we have to calculate sales. They told us that Mr. Y sold 150 units at rupees 14,200 per unit on credit. So credit sales is equal to 150 units into 14,200 per unit. So credit sales is 21,30,000. Use the calculator. Calculator is allowed. 21,30,000 it is. Now cash sales, units, 75 units into rupees 14,000 correct. So multiplication is 10,50,000 rupee. Therefore total sales is equal to 21,30,000 plus 10,50,000. So it is 31,80,000 rupees. Now we can calculate commission. They told us that ordinary commission 5%, so it is 5% of total sales. Therefore ordinary commission is equal to into 5 upon 100. It is 1,59,000 rupees. This is ordinary commission. Now Dale credit commission. No specifications are given regarding Dale credit commission, so it will be 2% of total sales. So 31,80,000 into 2%. So it is 63,600 rupees. This is Dale credit commission, and therefore total commission is equal to 1,59,000 plus 63,600, that is 2,22,600. Correct, 2,22,600. 1,59,000 plus 63,600, so it is 2,22,600. This is the total commission of Mr. Y, that is consignee. Okay. Now case 3, that is case C. Case C. Mr. Y was entitled to an ordinary commission of 5%, Dale credit commission of 2% on sales, and an overriding commission of 25% of any surplus realized. Means 25% will be on surplus amount, म्हणजे ॲक्च्युअल सेल्स अमाऊंट अँड स्पेसिफाईड सेलिंग प्राईसला झालेला सेल्स यातला जो डिफरन्स असेल दॅट इज कॉल्ड ॲज स्पेसिफाईड सेल्स अमाऊंट, त्याच्यावर ओव्हर रायडिंग कमिशन मिळणार आहे. ओके. आता या प्रॉब्लेममध्ये बघा, ऑर्डिनरी कमिशन जी आहे ती पण मिळणार आहे 5%, डेल क्रेडिट कमिशन 2% मिळणार आहे, आणि ओव्हर रायडिंग कमिशन सरप्लस अमाऊंटसाठी मिळणार आहे. असं दिलेलं असल्यामुळे ऑर्डिनरी कमिशन आणि डेल क्रेडिट कमिशन विल बी कॅल्क्युलेटेड ऑन सेल्स ॲट स्पेसिफाईड सेलिंग प्राईस, आणि फॉर द हायर प्राईस मीन्स डिफरन्स बिटवीन स्पेसिफाईड प्राईस अँड हायर प्राईस त्याच्यावरती मिळणारे ओव्हर रायडिंग कमिशन, हे लक्षात ठेवा. सो या ठिकाणी ज्या वेळेला ओव्हर रायडिंग कमिशन दिलेले असते आणि ओव्हर रायडिंग कमिशन विल बी गिवन ऑन सरप्लस रिअलाइज्ड असं सांगितलेलं असतं, त्यावेळेला ऑर्डिनरी कमिशन आणि डेल क्रेडिट कमिशन काढताना स्पेसिफाईड सेलिंग प्राईस घेऊन जी येईल ती काढायची आपल्याला. आणि इथे आपल्याला स्पेसिफाईड सेलिंग प्राईस माहिती नाही आहे, पण इन्फॉर्मेशन दिलं आहे, त्यामुळे वी कॅन कॅल्क्युलेट. दे टोल्ड अस दॅट 250 गुड्स कॉस्टिंग ₹10,000 means cost of goods is ₹10,000 which is given. The goods were to be sold as to yield gross profit of 20% on sales. Okay. So selling price is not given, but profit is 20% on sales, it is given. Therefore let's assume sales is equal to 100, means selling price, you can say selling price also, ₹100. Therefore, they told us that there is 20% profit on sales. 20% profit is equal to rupees 20. Therefore, cost price is equal to 100 minus 20, 80. कॉस्ट प्राइस ही प्रॉफिट मायनस करून येते, हे लक्षात ठेवायचं आहे. कॉस्ट प्राइस इज 80. ओके, सो हियर यू कॅन से like that, when cost price it is 80, selling price is 100, then what will be the selling price for 10,000 कॉस्ट, कारण 10,000 आहे आपल्या आर्टिकलची कॉस्ट असं सांगितलं आहे. सो हियर आय विल राईट इट दिस वे, कॉस्ट अँड सेल्स. इफ देर इज 80 कॉस्ट, सेलिंग प्राइस इज 100, म्हणजे ज्या वेळेला कॉस्ट 80 रुपीज असते त्यावेळेला सेलिंग प्राइस 100 रुपीज असते. 10,000 कॉस्ट असलेल्या गुड्सची सेलिंग प्राइस किती? ओके, सो 10,000 डिवायडेड बाय 80 इंटू 100, सो इट इज 1250. 1250 into 10 is equal to 12,500. So selling price, specified selling price, specified because it is specifically given, is equal to rupees 12,500. Understood? In this way we have calculated specified selling price. Now see, total sales we have to calculate total sales at this price, that is specified selling price, and we have to calculate actual total sales, which we have calculated already, that is 31,80,000. so no need to calculate again, and then we will calculate the commission. Therefore, actual total sales is equal to 31,80,000 rupees. This is actual total sales, we have calculated it already. Then total sales at specified selling price is equal to 150 and 75, 225 units into 12,500 rupees. So it is 28,12,500. So this is total sales at specified selling price and this is actual sales. म्हणजे स्पेसिफाईड सेलिंग प्राईसला गुड्स सोल्ड झाले असते ते एवढी अमाऊंट मिळणार. ॲक्च्युअल सेल्स 31,80,000 रुपीजनं झालेला आहे. सो देर इज अ surplus is equal to 31,80,000 minus 28,12,500. Surplus means extra amount is 3,67,500. This is the surplus. ओके, म्हणजे जास्त मिळालेले पैसे स्पेसिफाईड सेलिंग प्राईसपेक्षा एजंटच्या केलेल्या कष्टांमुळे असू शकतात. ओके, नाव कमिशन. फर्स्ट ऑर्डिनरी कमिशन. Ordinary commission is equal to 5%. So it is 5% on 28,12,500. 5% of 28,12,500. This amount means sales at specified price. याच्यावर ऑर्डिनरी कमिशन मिळणार आहे. सो इट इज 1,40,625. This is ordinary commission. Now let's calculate del credit commission. So is equal to, they told us that 2% del credit commission. So 2% of 28,12,500. So it is 56,250. Okay, now overriding commission. या नावातच आहे बघा, ओव्हर रायडिंग म्हणजे जास्त जे असेल ते. इट विल बी कॅल्क्युलेटेड ऑन सरप्लस अमाऊंट, म्हणजे जास्त जे पैसे मिळवलेले आहेत, जास्त प्राईसला गुड्स सोल्ड करून जास्त पैसे जे मिळवलेले आहेत एजंटनी, त्याच्यावर त्याला ओव्हर रायडिंग कमिशन मिळेल. सो 25% ऑफ 3,67,500 रुपीज. सो इट इज 91,875. So this is ordinary commission he will get. This is Dale credit commission, and this is overriding commission for surplus earned. Okay, and now you can do the total of all these three commissions, and that will be the earnings of Mr. Y in the form of commission. Okay, case D. Mr. Y was entitled to an ordinary commission of 5% on total sales. So our total sales is 31,80,000. He will get ordinary commission on 31,80,000. Then they told us that he will get Dale credit commission of 2% on credit sales only. Okay, and overriding commission of 25% on any surplus realized. We have calculated credit sale already. See here, in second condition we have calculated credit sales 21,30,000. So I will write here, we have calculated this. Total sales is equal to 31,80,000. Okay, now let's see. Mr. Y is entitled to get ordinary commission of 5% on total sales, that is on this amount. Then he will get Dale credit commission on credit sale, means this amount, 2% on credit sale, and then he will get overriding commission of 25% of any surplus realized. Okay, we have calculated the surplus amount. Surplus earned is equal to 3,67,500. Okay, so he will get Dale credit commission on credit sales, ordinary commission on total sales, and overriding commission on this surplus earned. So let's calculate the commission now. Therefore ordinary commission is equal to, it is 5%, so 5% of 31,80,000. then इथेच लिहिते मी, add Dale credit commission, it is 2%, so 2% of 21,30,000. add, इथेच ॲडिशन करते मी, ओव्हररायडिंग कमिशन 25% of surplus amount, that is 3,67,500. Now you can calculate on calculator. 5% of 31,80,000 is 1,59,000. This is ordinary commission. 2% of 21,30,000, so it is 42,600. Now 25% of 3,67,500, it is, we have calculated it already, 91,875. So let's do the total. It is 2,93,475, correct. So this is total commission. earned by Mr. Y, that is consignee, that is agent. Okay. And now the last condition, case E. Mr. Y was entitled to a commission of rupees 500 per unit sold, means 150 plus 75, total units sold 225, into 500 plus 25% of any surplus price realized, प्लस सरप्लस प्राईस जी रिअलाइज झालेली आहे सरप्लस अर्न त्याच्यावर 25% असं सांगितलं आहे. सो इट्स इझी. फिक्स कमिशन इज इक्वल टू 225 युनिट्स मीन्स टोटल युनिट्स सोल्ड into rupees 500. So fixed commission is rupees 1,12,500. Add overriding commission is equal to 25% of surplus, that is 3,67,500, is equal to overriding commission is 25%. We have calculated it 91,875. So total of these two commissions, total commission is equal to 2,04,375. Correct, 2,04,375. Okay. In this way, in this case, that is last case, Mr. Y will get 2,04,375 commission. In D case, he will get total commission 2,93,475. And in first case he will get 1,12,500. In second case, his total commission will be 2,22,600. In third case, that is case C, he will get total commission of total of all these amounts. You have to do the total. मी इथे सांगते, टोटल मी केलेली आहे. ह्याची आणि ह्याची आणि ह्याची आपल्याला टोटल करायची आहे. सो दिस टोटल इज 2,88,750. So in this case, total commission is equal to 2,88,750. Okay. In this way, we have calculated commission in various conditions. We have to calculate this commission in problem of consignment. Study the concepts of 3 commissions and this problem and solve it in your notebook. That's all.